Hi guys, this is me Shreya. So in my previous video, I discussed with you guys my strategy for SBI Clerical Mains Examination. So वो वीडियो उन कैंडिडेट्स के लिए था जो ऑलरेडी प्रीलिम्स या मेंस का कोई भी बैंकिंग का पेपर दे चुके हैं, ठीक है, who are familiar with it. अब यहाँ पे इस वीडियो में I'll be discussing with you guys what should be the approach of a beginner or a newbie into a banking examination. सो वील बी डिस्कसिंग 6 पॉइंट्स जो मैंने बनाए हैं अभी आगे आपके साथ इस वीडियो में आई विल बी डिस्कसिंग विथ यू. सो लेट्स गेट स्ट्रेट इनटू द वीडियो. So the first point is KYC. Many of you guys might have heard it, or if you will join a bank in future, so this is the term that you will come across numerous times. But there the meaning is different. It is know your customer. But here it has a different meaning. First is know your competitors and the second one is know your competition. So I'll elaborate it. The first thing that is into our minds whenever a person takes up that he'll give banking or SSC or railway, any general competition, the first thing that is feed up into our minds is that lakhs and lakhs of candidates are there. There is a lot of competition. So my chances of selection is very slim. This is the thinking that is feed up into our minds, right? So first we'll have to overcome from this thought, right? It's true that any examination comes up, many people fill up the forms, 15 lakh or 20 lakh candidates are there. So how many of them are serious? Everyone is not that serious. Many of them might be, have filled the form because of their peer pressure or parental pressure or something like that. So your competition is with the serious candidates. The rest is crowd. Okay, keep this thing into your mind and then start your preparation. So the first thing is know your competitors. You should have a confidence in yourself that you are among the serious candidates and you're competing with those people. Got it? And the next KYC is know your competition. So here what I mean is that whatever exam you're going to face, you should know the syllabus pattern of that examination. You should know what that exam is demanding from you. So what you can do is see the notification of any banking examination, be it SBI, IBPS or anything. Just take it, go through the notification thoroughly, understand the syllabus and the pattern of examination, right? So if you will compare banking exam notification or with SSC or railway or any civil services or any examination I'm talking about, so in those examinations the syllabus is quite comprehensive. They give it in detail. Every section what they are going to ask, that is in detail, but this is not the case in banking exams. In banking examination, what they do is that they only mention the subjects, either in pre or mains or any stage. They just mention the subjects like English, maths, reasoning, GA, computer. They only mention that. They don't disclose the entire syllabus, that what all topics they are going to cover in the exam. So here what you can do is go to any online website. They upload the syllabus of the examination based on the pattern of the paper, I mean the previous year paper. They know the topics that are being asked into the examination. So go through it first, understand what the subjects, I mean what all topics are there in each section. So you should study the syllabus completely. You should be aware with it. So from that point your preparation starts. So basically any banking examination is divided into 2 or 3 stages. If it is clerical, then it is there are pre and mains, and in the PO level there is an interview as well. So I'm talking in general about this. So in prelims there are 3 sections: English, maths and reasoning, and in the mains examination usually they'll add one more section, that is general awareness. Coming up to the next point, that is previous year question papers. So it is highly important to go through the previous year question papers of banking examination for at least 5 years. Okay, you should download the previous year question papers from any authentic website, and if you have books also of previous year papers, then that also is good. So you should go through it completely. You should know how the questions are being asked, what is the pattern, what all topics are being covered. You should just match it with the syllabus that I already mentioned. You should go through it and you should understand it properly, because previous year paper is very important. It is a paper that the organization has already taken for its recruitment, so understand its importance. So after knowing your syllabus and previous year question papers, the third point is clearing your basic concepts. It is the foundation of your preparation. So what you should do is that you should cover every topic of every subject. If it is English section, you should know that there are certain topics like reading comprehensions, then parajumbles, and all sorts of patterns of question you should know. Okay, whatever the pattern is, you should clear your concepts. If you have any problem or any difficulty in understanding the language, you should develop a habit of reading RCs or newspapers. You should start reading. Then although grammar, I mean questions related to directly from grammar are not being asked, but still you should have a good foundation or base in a grammar. So for that you can refer any book or any online resource in English section. For quant section, the level of the examination is up to 10th standard. They'll ask you the topic till what you have studied till standard 10th, excluding the advanced mathematics, like arithmetic questions are there, then some questions of series, sequence series or simplification is there, that kind of questions. In fact, data interpretation in maybe in pre as well as in mains also. So for that you should take any good book or any online resource if you want to clear your basic concepts, go through the formulas or the topic, solve few questions of it, so that you can just revise it, because the topics in the quant section are those which you have already studied. So this is what you can do for a base in the quant section. For the reasoning section, you should know the topics from which the questions are being asked. I mean, go through the syllabus. There are few topics like direction, distance, blood relation, coding, decoding, syllogism. These all topics are there in the reasoning section. And yes, puzzles are also there, which are very, very important. If you talk about a banking examination, it has a very good weightage in the exam. So you should understand how a puzzle is being solved. You can take help of any textbook of reasoning, good book of that, or you can go to any online resource, or you can see any video lectures also for clearing your concepts or getting familiar with all the topics that are in the reasoning section. So this is I told you in overall that this should be your approach. Like individually for each section you should know what all topics are being asked, get familiar with it. After understanding the subjects, the next point that I would mention is that you should give mock tests. That is very important. If you seriously want to crack a banking examination, mock tests are very, very important. You should give mock tests, then you should analyze yourself, and then you should repeat the same process. Give the mock test, analyze, correct yourself, and then continue the same thing again and again. Because by giving your mock test only, you can analyze where you stand, right? And there is no any day, I mean a fixed day that from this day you should start. Like if I'll complete my entire syllabus, then I'll start giving the mock test. That should not be a case. Any preparation if you do, it is never complete. You can't say that I'm fully prepared. So you should develop a habit of giving mock tests as soon as possible. Even if you score less marks, still you should give the mock test of any good online site as per your choice. I would suggest that you should give the mock test in the online mode rather than the offline or from the previous year books. You can take it for reference, but you should try giving it in the system only, because your exam will be conducted in the digital mode. And the content also, it is more up to date if it is on the system. And obviously you can analyze your performance better with other people who are giving the mock tests. So I personally choose ADA 247, Testbook, and GradeUp. These all sites I refer to in my preparation time. You can choose as per your own choice. There is no universal website. Any mock test that you find good quality and not too pricey, you can give that. The fifth point that I would mention is prepare your general awareness along with your prelims preparation, right? So why I'm saying so, that once you give your pre-examination, suppose if, I mean, by God's grace you get successful in clearing your prelims examination, then you don't have that much time between, I mean, there is not that much gap between the pre and the mains examination, that you will cover the entire general awareness for past 6 months within that 20-25 days time. So that's why I'm saying that you should keep on completing your GA section along with your prelims preparation. Just revise the current affairs or the news of national or international importance, the banking sector news, and a bit of banking awareness also along with your prelims examination. When you start your preparation, from that day only you should get into revising the current affairs and all this, the news that is related to GA from day one only. I'm not saying that you should give a lot of time to it in the beginning, but yes, you should do that on a daily basis, so that if you clear the prelims, then if you are going to face the mains examination, then it should not be burdensome on you, like you will have to complete the entire GO of 6 months in that time, because it is very it is very tough and quite impossible to do that. So if you do that on a daily basis in bits and bits, then it is obviously better for you, and your chances of getting selection is more likely to happen. So along with English, maths and reasoning, you should give some time to general awareness section also. What you can do is read newspaper. It will help you in GA and in English section as well. See the current affair news from any online sites on a daily basis. Solve their daily quizzes also. So this would help you to create a base for the GA section, and the importance of general awareness section you will understand in the mains, because it has a very big role to play. I've already discussed it in my previous video. You can check that out to understand the importance of GA section. So along with these three, you should prepare your general awareness also. So lastly, I think I've covered every single thing for a basic level of preparation from where you should start. And so the last point that I would mention is something motivational, I would say. So that is consistency, patience and discipline. This is very important when you start your preparation. What I mean here is that you should be consistent. It is not like you studied one day and then you took a break for 3 days and then you again started your preparation. That should not be a case. You should be very serious and dedicated and disciplined if you talk about your preparation for the banking examination. I'm not saying that you should have a hard and fast routine, like you have to follow this or you have to study 8 hours or 12 hours. That is not the case. But yes, you should study daily. So divide your time, that how much time you will give to each subject as per your own convenience. And obviously you should have patience if you are going to prepare for a banking examination, because I have mentioned in my first point only that the examination is tough. You may face a few failures, but that should not make you quit. You should not feel demotivated. I mean, during my preparation time, I gave the exams for 1.5 years, then I got success. So obviously it can be, maybe you will achieve it early or maybe late, but you should be patient. I agree that cracking a banking examination is not quite easy, but yes, it is not impossible as well. You can achieve success if you're confident, if you're hardworking and determined to do that. Once you reach your preparation reaches to the saturation level, or you're on the right track, then obviously you will start getting results, or maybe you will clear pre, then you will clear mains also. But you should not get affected from the failures. That is very important. So I hope this video will help you guys, for those who are just starting preparation of the banking examination. So if you have any query, you can post it down in the comment section. I'll try to resolve it. And if you want me to make any video on any topic of your choice, then post it down. I hope you guys like the video. Thank you so much and all the best.